In this cost of living crisis, where food prices are through the roof,
I just spent $46 on making a lasagna.
one way that you can save money is by starting your own fruit and veggie garden, like I have here. But if you don't have the space to start a garden, the other way that you can save money is by foraging in your neighbourhood. And I think you'd be surprised how much good food you can find if you know what to look for and where to look for it. Whoa, look at that. Now, I'm talking about urban foraging, not urban hunting. And I'm not endorsing any of you go and kill any more ibis.
Why did you kill it?
I ate it.
I've harvested kilos of food from foraging in our area, and in this episode I'm going to show you how much food I can find at this time of year in the northern suburbs of Melbourne. Plus, stick around till the end because I'm going to share with you my tips for how you can forage in your area. So this is a totally overgrown fig tree that's come over the fence, and it's also got some other big vine growing on it, but all these big leaves here are a fig tree, and right now it's covered in figs. And I've been checking on it all summer because I didn't know when it was going to ripen, and I wanted to make sure I got the ripe fruit. Let's see how much fruit we can get. Whoa, look at that. That's a juicy fig. Ooh, yeah. The good thing about figs is that they ripen gradually, so you can just keep coming back and picking them. But if you've got a big tree like this, you can just, keep getting quite a lot. So I just got like a kilo of figs, which would cost you a shitload of money at the supermarket. Like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
22. That's like $45 worth of figs. I just picked in like 2 minutes. So good. We can forage walnuts at this time of year, which is kind of cool. Currently the cockatoos are eating all my walnuts. There's some walnut trees that have been planted in my neighbourhood. In fact, there was a massive walnut tree in my neighbour's yard that's just been taken down. But all the nuts were about to ripen, and so a lot have fallen from the tree, and I think we can actually salvage quite a few. So there's heaps of nuts on the ground here. They don't look like much, but they're in like a case, and some of these do rot. So you don't always get a nut out of it, but they're in this fruit that then dies back and you can peel it off, and that might be that's the classic walnut shell. I don't have anything to crack it with. Oh, that actually cracked all right. So that's how many I got for now, which is pretty good. I mean, there's heaps more here, so I'll come back later, but that's a good little haul for now. And I have to work out how to get these skins off in an efficient way. I think you can kind of soak them in water, potentially, or something like that, but anyway, we'll find out. Blackberries grow wild, and they're an invasive species, I guess, in Melbourne and in Victoria, but they're actually a really great food source if you can be bothered to come and pick them. So I've got a huge bush right in front of me here. And you can see all of these fruit here. These are blackberries, these ones are ripe. But you can see there's a whole lot of unripe fruit as well, all these red ones. So we've been picking these over the summer because they ripen gradually. If you want some, you have to be patient and just come through and pick them when they ripen. But they're delicious. They're not as big as the ones that you can grow yourself, like the cultivated varieties, but they are super sweet if you get them at the right time. Another blackberry vine overhanging this person's backyard. More blackberries overhanging someone's backyard. There's a ripe one there. not a lot of blackberries ripe at the moment. I've literally only got a handful, which is pretty abysmal yield, but I think the birds eat a lot of them. So you kind of have to get your timing right and get them when they're ripe, because they ripen gradually. But at the moment, there's not that many ripe. So we've got walnuts and figs here that I just picked. So let's see how much food we got. That's about 1.24 kilos worth of figs. And 1.6 kilos worth of walnuts. Although a lot of that is obviously skin. And so once you take the skin and the shell off, there's a lot less. But as I said, there's a lot more out there that I can grab. So here are my walnuts that I've foraged, that I've then washed and now are drying. But as promised, here are my 3 tips for foraging in your area. First tip is to check out fallenfruit.org. It's a website that I found which has a global open source map where people enter known foraging sites and what you can forage there. So you might be able to find some foraging sites in your area. Second tip is to familiarize yourself with the local edible plants that grow in your area. And you'd be surprised what you can find just from a quick Google and looking on forums. Some might be weeds and some might be native. But either way, if you know what to look for, you're going to have a much better chance of finding them. And finally, my third tip is don't go robbing someone's front yard of all their hard-earned produce. That's urban stealing, not foraging. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and share it with your fellow foragers. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. That is so sweet. The best flavour.